The shock of Ellie's initial meeting with this religious cult is preserved even though The Last of Us Season 2 presented the Seraphites considerably earlier than I had anticipated. The Last of Us Season 2, Episode 3, The Path, cuts away to a forest clearing just outside Seattle while Jackson is considering sending a 16-person retaliation squad after Joel's killers. There, a religious cult is shown to us, and all of its members have facial scars. One of the most startling scenes in The Last of Us Part 2 is when Ellie first meets the Seraphites. It appears that the TV show will not be able to replicate the shock impact from its original material, as the Seraphites are introduced before Ellie even reaches Seattle. However, the show has managed to maintain the horror of Ellie's first contact with the cult by portraying the Seraphites in this fashion thus far. Although the trailers were filled with enticing Seraphite photos, I didn't anticipate their early introduction. As a major gaming fan, I was thrilled to see the Seraphites brought to life in the TV series. Before encountering any Seraphites in the game, Ellie spends a day and a half in Seattle. However, it is not until she is slicing through the park and an arrow strikes her in the shoulder that she first sees the Seraphites. She discovers letters, religious totems, and dead bodies that prove the cult's existence in the city, as well as murals that show the Seraphite prophet. It is not until she is slicing through the park and an arrow strikes her in the shoulder that she first sees the Seraphites. Wave of Seraphites, she stumbles into another bunch of Seraphites executing a captive wolf. Their prisoner's abdomen and ceremoniously hang them with a noose. New adversaries appear to be every bit as strong as the previous antagonistic Seattle faction. That the TV show is unable to capture the moment's shock value. Experience with the cult can still have the same effect even though The Last of Us introduced the Seraphites so early. Thus far, the Seraphites have only been portrayed in the show as a supposedly good religious sect that the wolves are brutalizing. Therefore, they would still be shocked to learn of their own brutality, which includes ritually hanging and disfiguring others. Last of Us discovers that the Seraphites are more sinister than they appear. They will still be appalled.